Botanical gels are supposed to be better, but are they really? Are they really as hydrating or moisturizing as the ingredients say that they are? Or are we just paying for some fancy ingredients? And do they last much longer than our OG wetline eco styler from back in the day? You know what? Let's get into it. So if you've been struggling with dry, crunchy curls with your wash and go, and some of us do like a little crunch because that means lasting to us, so that's okay, that's a preference. But if they're not lasting on top of being dry and crunchy, then that's a no-win. So the question is, does switching to a botanical gel necessarily fix that? Or is this just a trend? Are they just making money? Or is it really solving a hair problem? So what's the difference between botanical gels and non-botanical gels? That's a great question. Botanical gels are usually plant-based with humectants that may include aloe, flaxseed, or marshmallow root. They also are marketed as more moisturizing and also gentler on our hair. They also have fewer synthetic polymers, which are responsible for that strong hold that some of us really do like, because who wants to keep doing their hair every single day? Now, the traditional gels, non-botanical gels, they often contain carbomers and synthetic polymers for strong, long-lasting hold. So they are non-organic, and they also may contain drying alcohols, which can lead to flaking or really drying the hair out over time. Now, these have been used for many years before the botanical gel trend really got started. And so, where do we go from here? So, are the botanical gels really better? Let's just weigh it out. What are the pros of it? Well, usually the botanical gels have more moisture retaining properties or ingredients, and like the aloe or glycerin, and they tend to be gentler on the scalp and on the hair shaft because they have fewer synthetic resins. But they also work well with having soft definition and more flexible hold, usually. Now, what are the cons? Some of them can lack longevity, and some won't simply hold beyond day 2 or 3, especially if you're layering a leave-in with them. So we have to be very careful about what leave-in we choose to use with a particular botanical gel, because as we already know, that there won't be as much hold as we are accustomed to from not using a leave-in. So some of these still on the cons. Some of them have more of an allergen potential. Some people are allergic to aloe. Some people are allergic to flaxseed. So those are the things that botanical gels can introduce, whereas the other gels may not have had that issue. And then they are definitely more expensive than traditional gels. $3, $4, $5 versus $70. So let's talk about some of these botanical gels. Number 1, let's see. So I'm going to go through a few of the botanical gels that's on the market that I am very familiar with, and I'm going to rank them as to where I like them, how much I like them, what I like about them. Not trying to sell them, although I do have a discount code for one if you're interested. But what's really most important for me today is to introduce to those that are new to the channel, that haven't, that maybe they're just starting on their wash and go journey, or whatever natural hair journey they're on, but they want to use a quality gel. It is by someone that was in the community of Black Girl Curls and Cut It Kinky, and I truly believe that she never got her flowers as a minority owned business. And guess what? I'm going to give them to her today, because I was one of the first stylists that tested out her gels, and I very rarely use the word phenomenal, but I used it when I described hers. It is a topper gel. That means that you use it as an anti-humectant on top of your other base gels, which she has also come out with some base gels. So I'm super excited to introduce you to those. But that is the Curl Embrace Holding Gel. It used to be just Enbba, like Enbba Naturals. But let me tell you what the product claims. It claims humidity defense, which is what we want, great slip, which it has, improved definition, it clumps, clean ingredients, which it has, fragrance free. How many of us need fragrance free? And soft touchable curls, longevity, and shine. I have to admit that this gel does it all. This is a topper gel. In my opinion, can it be used alone? Probably. I haven't really explored that option yet of using it by itself, but I think it could pass that test. The ingredients are water, glycerin, xanthan gum, some very simple ingredients: sea kelp, glycerin, aloe vera powder, green tea leaf, provitamin B5, hyaluronic acid powder, tremella hyaluronic acid powder. But very simple ingredients, and it has gotten many tight curlies 7 to 10 days, and the hair is still shiny, malleable, and no residue. And most of the reviews have been very positive with this gel. You know, we always have people that it may not have worked for. This is also her Embrace the Base Medium Hold Gel. I've used this as a base gel instead of using another botanical gel, and those two together have been successful for me. I'm still playing with some leave-ins with that, because you know that does make a difference in the hold, especially when it comes to botanically based gels. So what are the cons of this gel? It's expensive. We ain't talking about cheap. However, I will say, as a salon owner, I have had this gel going on 7 months, and this is me as a salon owner, and it lasts. So you're not perceivably paying as much as if you were using a 8-ounce jar that's $25. You're using that 8 ounces, but you're going through it at a higher rate, and then you have to buy one every other month. You're going to spend that or more. So for me, I think the quality for the gel, I think it's there. It can be pricey though, but I can't say that it doesn't work, because it does. It leaves the hair in very good condition versus other things that I've seen that were botanically based and didn't do nearly the job that this one does. So her name is Enbba, and it is called Enbba Naturals, and I have the link in my description, and I am giving her her flowers today. Yes. The next gel that's on my list, it comes in at a strong second, but for different reasons. I really feel like this particular gel, I feel like you need a leave-in with it, because it's strong. It's strong. It is so good that, not because it's a botanically based gel, but because it does what it's supposed to do, and it is that girl when it comes to hold. What I love about it is it has very simple ingredients, but it does have some polymers, copolymers in it, and hydrolyzed quinoa protein, so it has some protein in it. This also is one of the gels that I believe is for people that, I mean, it doesn't really have, did I even introduce it? Oh my gosh. It is the Miche Tropical Gel Hair Oasis. And let me see. It smells like pineapple. And it really does have pineapple in it. It's like the second ingredient. It says distilled water, fresh pineapple juice extract, aloe vera juice, glycerin. So the ingredients are very simple, but this one does not play. I feel like I would always use at least a little bit of leave-in for sure with this. It is an anti-humidity, moisture rich, and it says firm hold. Baby, don't play. I'm heavy-handed and I get crispy, but if you layer it, it works. It works well. It has a good amount of slip. I don't think it has as much slip as Emba though, but it still is a very good gel. And I tell you a little secret. Those play together nicely. I'm just saying. Next up for botanical gels is a old botanical gel that we've all been using for a very long time, although incorrectly. The Uncle Funky's Curly Magic. Where's my earring at, Lord Jesus? Back to our regularly scheduled program. The Curly Magic, and I want to make sure, it claims to hydrate and define with a flexible hold. That's what it claims, to hydrate, which it does because it has aloe vera, marshmallow root, agave nectar. It has some of those humectants. But flexible hold, baby, if you are a tight curly, this is not much of a hold for us. If we were to use it correctly, it does require you to use a soft leave-in. The leave-in is either super curl or it is a butter, extra, oh goodness, extra butter. Don't let me get the lion. Extra butter. Here we are. Or the lighter version of this is super curl. Both of these, by the way, are very good moisturizers. I will put you on to that. They do work well underneath the Curly Magic. It gives you extra slip, but you're not going to have much hold. This is a great base gel, but you need a topper with this one, honey, because it's not going to do much but hydrate your hair. And then you, of course, will have the moisture. This is a moisturizer. These are moisturizers, and it's always told us to use it this way. But of course, we were chasing longevity, definition, hold. And so that, of course, was left out. Next on the list is the Innersense I Create Hold. It's not on my list because it's my preferred gel. In fact, I very rarely use it. It does lay down some edges really well, but it is a strong botanical hold. Hydration, I do not feel like I like the level of hydration. It will dry your hair out. It has aloe, honey, and rice protein. I'm not sure if that's the ingredient that does that. But anyhow, it's best for those that want a botanical gel that mimics the traditional hold. The traditional hold like the OGs, the Wet Line, the Eco Styler.